What's up, guys? Yes, we are going to talk about the nose ring theory. We are going to find out how fucking ridiculous it could be. And I have no idea. I'm playing this game a long ass fucking time. I don't know what the fuck this is. So, okay, whatever. Yeah, Destiny 2 issues that. So I want to talk about the septum ring theory, the nose ring theory. There's been a lot of talk about it. I'm skipping all this shit because I don't give a fuck. I just want to kill shit. And when it comes down to it, it's all a bunch of lefties that have massive fucking issues with themselves. I mean, massive issues. They're all fucking crazy. And the only reason I like this night because they hold their torment so much with themselves, and they can't understand that they're just fucking crazy. So, in the meanwhile, everyone's talking about this theory. And when it comes to a theory of why people do stuff, it is true. Can't lie about it. Almost every woman that has tattoos or smokes weed or has nose piercings or has like all these piercings all over their fucking face and shit, it's all the same shit. And I have to say it like this. Hold on. It's always the same thing. You always want to ask yourself, why is it like that? They say, well, okay, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Guardian, I can see you've got Eliksni hostiles incoming. I'm picking up what I think is a distress signal. I've been able to isolate a radio signal through the telemetry. It had some primitive decryption on it. Should only take me a moment.
Well, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, I haven't played this game in fucking forever, so I got to give me some time to use this bullshit. So that'll be this. Okay, I got my cam thing. This must be my. Okay. Where am I going? Up. Okay. Is the guy fucking retarded? I can't go up anymore. Okay, where the fuck am I going, man? Couch. Okay, couch. This way. Okay, then okay. I just over jump like an idiot. Wow. Okay, that was fucking funny. That motherfucker hit that shit like a fucking brick. Okay.
Watch your head. I've never seen Eliksni move like this. Mind their vertical, Guardian.
Okay, use this. Oh, that's right, you have unlimited ammo. Forgot about that. That makes it a lot easier. I'm happy they got that done though. Auto aim. Fucking around, so annoying. Yeah, I gotta get used to this aiming again. I guess I haven't played this game fucking forever.
Lodi transmitting. Strange matter detected. Singularity opening near local HI and NHI population.
Okay. I can't tell when this Mayday was sent. Whoever made it understands
the talk about the node ring thing. It's fucking crazy. Since so many people are talking about it, I'm putting input on it.
This isn't our invitation.
This has been going on for like thousands of years when people start piercing themselves and start doing like all these negative reflex with themselves and that. Like start with tattoos. It's tribalism. It's 100% tribalism. It's tribalism to where you can identify people that are like you, you know, and that's basically what it is.
It looks like we've got a blockade up ahead.
And I really don't think people truly really understand it too much because they're too stupid to like see it. It's tribalism. So a lot of people have these issues, but they're sitting there trying to see like, oh, who can I be with in that? You know, okay, how do you tag yourself as a human being? Tribalism. You tag yourself with stuff that makes it, you know, easier for you to be able to know someone. Best thing to do is I think tribalism starts off. It starts off a way of thinking. You could be much. There. Punch him up. Nah, you want to spawn out of nowhere, bitch?
A singularity, a distress call, and now another ancient train.
Okay.
But how do they all connect?
You're a bitch.
More importantly, how can we help? The status of the singularity will worsen with time. We can't do anything about that right this moment. But discovering a locking mechanism this
I do miss playing this game. Those games were good. But
sounds
yeah, that's basically what it is. It's a tribal marking. So when you see people with certain tattoos on them, and that's how like gang-related stuff gets happening nowadays.
Find the source of the distress signal. The trail we're following leads past the train and scatters. We'll need to get through to find who calls for help. The mechanism here appears to be missing some pieces.
That's literally how it works. And when people sit there and start doing that tribal shit, that's when you start noticing that people are going like mentally fucking insane and that.
Lodi transmitting. Status Moon 6. Adrift. Odysseus protocol active.
Odysseus protocol. We've heard that before. Wait, there's a backlog. Keep moving, Guardian. I'm going to see if these transmissions can give us any more information.
Range is great. This is definitely a fucking bullet hose. Okay, we got here. Sidearm pistol. Well, that's that automatic one. Do that fucking shit. New artifact unlocked. Okay, so I can get more damage? Okay, well that's kinda cool. Health. Okay, looks like they changed a lot of shit. They actually give you pure stats, weapon damage, grenade damage. That's a hell of a lot of health. I actually have a health now. Okay, so they're really trying to like make this comparison. A lot more health, a lot more special, less class, weapons thing, grenade. I'm definitely gonna take health over all that shit. Okay. Okay, so my health is 90 something. Increase the amount of health you gain each time you pick up an orb and reduces flinch. Reduces melee cooldown, increases melee energy from all sources. Okay, grenade. Weapon increases weapon reload speed, handling increases weapon damage against minor and major. Okay. Oh, this is that triple shot one. I love this one a lot. This is actually really good. I might actually get back and play this game again. I actually do really enjoy this game. This is kind of cool. Okay, Destiny 2 is actually trying to pick up some better shit. I'm happy. I haven't played this game in years. Requires undiscovery. I can't get a chance. Okay, I'm gonna change a little bit of shit around here. Oh, this one's gonna be good.
Dark matter spike in your vicinity. Could be one of the gravimetric distortions Drifter was talking about.
Cool.
Guardian, you all right?
I always like the stats in this game. Oh fuck. What is happening? That's one thing about this game, you can't really actually get stronger. That's what kinda sucked. Like, even if you leveled up a bunch of shit, you couldn't actually, like, get more damage. Like, you just be sitting there, like, light level's maxed out. The light level doesn't even matter, because everything's a fucking same. Okay. See, I really want to go through this. I just want to start over from the beginning and just fuck around and kill things. Aim down the side of hand cannons or sidearm short time. Loads a powerful payload that stuns. Scout rifle, pulse rifle. Off scavenger. Okay, so they changed the elemental of stuff then. Okay. Kinda cool. Not unlimited ammo is actually really nice. That's the one thing that kind of fucked with this game a lot. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm just gonna go back. I do not want to do that actually. I want to go back to the fucking tower. Yes. Then we'll go around and kill shit. Yeah, I'm fucking doing that shit. I haven't played this game so anymore. I go. But yeah, there's so much fucking stuff with the nose ring thing. It's fucking hilarious too, because there's so many fucking dumb people out there that are just like, these cultist fucking retards keep on making up shit. This shit's been around forever. Like I said before, it's tribalism. You all have to identify yourselves through other things. That's it. That's the reason why there's so much psychological fucking issue with a lot of people. You all do to yourself. You want to identify yourself as being a crazy fucking lunatic, then there you go. That's the best way of doing it. Sit there being a crazy fucking lunatic. And then wonder why your life sucks dick. You're like, oh my god, it's Satanism versus heavenism. It's like Satanism versus God. It's Lucifer versus God. It's the same shit, different day. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's literally how it is. And the more we talk about it, the more we go through with this shit, and the more we start to understand this stuff, it just becomes very obvious. That we're all fucking retarded. We're all part of this bullshit. Crucible. Oh, I do not want to do that shit. How do I go to... Fuck away. Let's keep popping up shit, I don't care.
I slept rough last night. Steven, 40 years. We got enough fucking seasons going on here, doesn't?
If we're gonna stay here, we should be building more ships.
Season 855. Hell yeah! Older quest. Max expansion. Why do I do the whole galaxy thing? Why do I have to do this? I don't want to do that.
Are the archives? I wonder, had a set ever truly be complete?
Okay. Okay, I see what that means. They're solo quests altogether now. Okay, that's cool. So I don't have to fucking sit there and play with the team anymore. But yeah, it's like, all these women that are talking that have all these septum piercings, they literally never talk about themselves being bad. They think that they never do anything wrong, and that's what the problem is. Like, you're just fucking stupid. That's all it is. You're just fucking dumb. That's why if women have tattoos, they demand so tattoos or big ass nose septum rings. They command and demand so fucking much shit. It's just like
the vanguard spread quite thin, but that hasn't stopped our enemies from pushing their territorial claims. Luckily, where our enemies need a whole battalion, we need only you.
Like, you're commanding so much. Like, why are you commanding so much? You know damn well that people don't give a fuck, honestly. But people are not gonna fucking sit there and be like, oh, you should like me because I'm crazy. Like, no, you shouldn't like you because you're fucking crazy. You shouldn't like you at all because you're a dumb bitch. So most girls I dated that were like that, it was just so fucking funny how fucking dumb they were. Yeah, and you need that. I need to get that fucking, that speed up. It's gonna totally go up in the air. There. There we go, that's a little better. Fuck out of here, bitch. Triple pistol is fucking amazing. Love this gun. This gun's so fucking OP. This place looks fucking really cool though. Yeah, that's the way it looks.
I love games like these. Just shoot and kill. Right, fucking guys. Like clean bot.
Wait for everything to recharge. I feel super good in that. I ate a shit to the protein that. Saw a really hot chick. She lives really close to me now. She came home from the gym, I guess. Oh my god, she had a fine, fat fucking ass on her. Like, her hips weren't wide enough. I don't like, I mean, I don't mind wide hip girls and that, but man, her ass was nice and round and thick and that. It looked good. Looked like she actually, looks like she actually, you know, just has a muscle ass. It was so hot. Kind of annoying because I just walked by her now when I was going to the gym and I'm just like, damn. They're so fat. Dang, are you live that close to me? Shit. I'm actually right to the fucking face, bitch. Okay, get down there. Fuck you guys, man. Shooting lasers. Shoot bolts everywhere always works, guys. Just keep on firing. Oh, good fuck.
Sappy got unlimited ammo in this game now. I know they had it like a couple of years ago and that, but like before they didn't have it. You keep on picking up fucking ammo and shit. Made it really boring. You get run out of ammo on boss fights and that. And you're all like in a raid getting your ass fucking kicked. You're like, fuck, I have no ammo, bro. Dang! Ooh. Mowing down bitches. But yeah. Everyone keeps talking about the theory, and it's not a theory anymore. It's basically common sense. Women hold trauma, just like men hold trauma. And then when women hold too much trauma, they show it by being, you know, intoxicated or on drugs or shit like that. I think that's how everybody is in general. So it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it's just how it is, but like, it's... I honestly say it's tribalism. I think people come down to being tribal. They have to identify themselves by doing those things that I just talked about, you know. So if I have trauma and that, then everybody else is gonna have to have trauma too. I gotta identify myself with other people with the same amount of trauma as me by showing them that I got trauma by doing tattoos. Shit like that. You can't shoot for that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Like, I don't have tattoos. I don't have any of that shit. Like, I have no piercings, I have nothing. I just fucking lift weights. I think that's what shows, like, what kind of a person that you could be when you actually decide to not be a complete fucking twat waffle in real life and sit there and cry and be like, I just gotta get over it. The biggest scapegoat in life is not realizing that you're actually like fucking wrong. A lot of people think they're never fucking wrong, and they can never show any type of like love for other people and that besides being a fucking bitch. Yeah, well, God wasn't lying. When you torment yourself, you do to your fucking self. That's just how it is. I mean, God's not lying about it. And that's why you read the Bible and that you read stuff that actually makes fucking sense. You start to understand things a little bit more. You start to realize that, damn, my life is really like this. Yeah. People are very tormented over bullshit. I mean, I see it a lot. Like, it's right in front of you. It's like slap you in the fucking face, basically. Oh god, fuck. Cool. That's why people come up with these theories and that, and they start to like analyze it and shit, and they're like, oh, that's how, yeah, it's been passed out for thousands of years. People that want to go against society and that, they do it the best way possible by mutilating themselves. By putting shit in their faces and that, putting shit over their skins and that. They're trying to rebel. They're trying to rebel against, you know, what's actually good for them. And say, this is better for me. And then you come to a mass conclusion that people are just fucking stupid. and they don't know any better. Because I always say why human beings always have such a choice in life, no matter how they want to live it. It is a choice. You can choose to live it, or you can choose not to live it. You know, you can be happy. Happiness is a choice. The biggest confusion with happiness is that people just don't quite fucking understand why certain things happen. It's such an active choice. Your choices are fucking enabling you to not feel a specific way. That's why God gave you free will. Where you at, bitch? What? Fuck you. Fuck out of here, motherfucker. You don't bug that motherfucker. Okay. He's dead. Fuck you. I love bugging people in this game. Come here, motherfucker. Dead. I won't punch you. What the fuck is anal breath at? Eat my ass, bitch. Okay, that's what we'll catch that thing. Okay, wrap it up. That thing looks pretty good. There's that gigantic asshole. He's spawning a lot of motherfuckers to shoot at, bro. I don't like you at all. Oh. Jeez. I hate when I fucking waste that shit. Fuck you, bitch. Get my now, motherfucker. Nice. Ooh. Fucking god.
Constantly running from planet to planet, putting out
You got
fires.
a sword
You
and a
can
helmet.
add Kepler to that list
Okay.
now.
And a copper.
That's what we
Okay.
signed up for. If people like the Guardian don't
I don't know
step
what the
up,
fuck all that
those
means,
fires
but
burn the
cool.
whole system down.
I can say that I like that you can do solo missions now. That run around and do fire team shit. It's kind of cool. Definitely gonna switch up my guns a little bit. 20 fucking minutes. Return to orbit. That's pretty cool. I like the solo shit. That's awesome. Okay, okay. Looking at all this shit. Nope, I want that. Let's switch up my guns a little bit. The SMG. Okay. All that shit. I need to start using this more though. Okay, I think I got a new helmet. That's a lot of health. Comparison. Melee's down, but health goes up dramatically. I will take the health. Okay. Armor. Oh, fuck me. Damn, he sneezed. I don't know. Fire. Thunderclap. That's pretty cool shit. I need to get that. It's pretty cool. Melee up by 10. Cool. Awesome. Trying to get used to this shit. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about the Sactum piercing theory thing. It's just a bunch of leftist lunatics bitching about him. It's sad to see people get that fucking dramatic over something stupid. They're like, I can't find a man. I'm like, why can't you find a man? And then you look at them, they're just like, well, because a man do everything wrong and I don't do anything wrong. And I say, well, there's a problem right there, dumbass. If you say that a man does everything wrong and you don't, sounds like you're the one that's doing everything wrong. Like, you make no sense. Like, I'll sit there and, like, I had an ex. She had a bunch of piercings. She didn't have a lot of piercings. She had a bunch of tattoos and that, and she never admitted that she did anything wrong. She admitted very, very smallly. But, like, when she felt like that she couldn't get what she wanted, and then she just, like, believed in fairy tale and shit, which is basically what most of these bitches think of. This fairy tale bullshit. She started to get really fucking mad at just shit. I told her, like, why don't you just come over and hang out with me at my house tonight, you know? Like, why the fuck are you sitting there and, like, going out of your way to go home and then have me, you know, you just hang out with me for a couple hours and that, and we can just chill, you know? Just watch a movie and that, and then, you know, because we work together. And unfortunately, you know, I lived, like, literally down the street from work. She lived, like, 15-something minutes away of driving. And I'm like, since I didn't have a, you know, I don't drive in that, I'm just like, okay, well, how about you just, you know, just come over for a little bit, we just hang out, and then you can go home. You know, it's just like, I don't want to fucking do all this fucking crap and that. But yeah. Oh man. I actually gotta make food again. I'm trying to do more of a carnivore diet, and I'm telling you what, it works out so fucking good. I do eat like vegetables and shit, I just don't eat a shit ton of them. SMG.
This should be a clear-cut sector sweep. Not like the weirdness you've been dealing with on Kepler.
Okay, can do this. Gosh, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Every time the Guardian turns into that tiny energy ball, I get queasy.
I don't know what that means. Human form will be fine for this, thank you.
That really is because so fast. I'm liking this too much. I like the fire rate, but the... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fucking switch. Go back to my baby. Okay, I'll just do it. Okay. That's an automatic. Oh fuck. Didn't mean for that one. Scout Rifle for this one. Where are you at, Scout Rifle? Scout. Yeah, Scout Rifle actually got the fucking range on it. Holy crap. I missed the Scout Rifle shit. That's fucking crazy. I can't believe how we're trained these damn things. I haven't played games so fucking long. Sorry to get used to it again. Yeah, I was waiting for Borderlands 4 to come out. Okay. Darkness. Wow. Objective complete. It's the chopper. Okay, hold on, I gotta stay up before I should. Yeah, let's talk more about the tribalistic. I don't think I can actually pause this, can I? That doesn't look like I can. I just gotta teleport back. Okay, we're gonna teleport back. Okay, pause. Oh man. Just got back from the gym and that. Basically starved myself. Fuck, I was so hungry when I got home and that. Had 5 eggs, had like I think it was like 4 or 5 ounces of fucking. I think it was 6 ounces of pork sausage and 5 eggs. Oh my god, it was so much protein. I feel really fucking good right now. My legs are real stiff though. Legs are always fucking stiff. Gotta stretch those fuckers out. But yeah, the nose ring theory thing is fucking insane. It's getting to the point where like it's starting to be really noticeable, where guys are just not going to date a woman that has that fucking middle piercing in their fucking nose. It's sad because a lot of these girls are not bad girls. They're just borderline torment of themselves. They torment themselves with bullshit. They lie to themselves. That's where feminism actually came down to. There's a bunch of fucking lies. It's like lied you right to your face. And it's sad. Because there's a lot of great women out there that do have little piercings that, you know, I remember when goth chicks were fucking hot, the emo chicks and that, you know. The nose ring? Well, there's a nose ring theory out going out now that people with the nose piercings in between their nose, and they're basically explaining that women that have these sort of things carry their torment with them, and they always bitch and moan and cry about how bad life is, but they don't want to make decisions to make life better. They just want to overly torment themselves day in, day out. And they're more or less likely to, you know, do narcotics and shit. At least that's what I've noticed. They're most likely to, you know, trauma bomb themselves with everything. And it's just a signature. It's like a tribal signature. You know, they want people to notice how fucking bad their lives are by, you know, piercing their noses and shit, or tattooing themselves with random fucking shit. That's why people can normally get tattoos, to show people how tormented they are. At least for some of the tattoos, man. Most times people get them because they just like them, but you can tell by the personality now. Yeah, no, I mean, it's the honest truth. I see it with myself. You know, most it normally happens with emotional people. People have almost too much emotional outlet. They don't know how to control it. Not be like an average person that just sits there and just wants to work and make money. They want to like establish a different life than everybody else. I mean, honestly, I think it's more or less in the middle. It's a theory. So when people are sitting there and you talk to people that have the cow tag, they'll have the, you know, piercing that they have between their nose and that. They have more attitude issues. It's a signature of something that's tormenting them. Like, you have a nose thing that's on your nose, not in between your nose. It's a different story than that. But this is just a common denominator with what's going on with feminist women. Like, you see them complain a bit about that, you know, and like one of the signatures of it is to have that piercing. It's like, oh, what? Okay. And I promise you, I have one at work that I work with. She has that nose thing, and they literally talk about nonstop how bad life is. They're very, very down, like goth girls. They're like goth people. You know, the goth and emos and that. They're like, oh man, life really sucks. It's that kind of phase. You know, they're satanic kind of people in that. They're very down, very depressed, all like too much emotion, feel like life never gives them anything, which is not supposed to. You're supposed to earn everything. That's that kind of thing. It's just a transition of that, basically. You know, just like the hippies. You know, hippies start doing fuck all the crazy drugs and shit, you know, and then you got the punks back in the 80s and that. They pierce their fucking faces up and shit. It's the same thing. It's just 2025 type of shit. Because we don't have any goth and emo people anymore. Not really. We used to have people that walk around and they have a lot of tattoos or have fuck with the piercings all over their face and shit. And you see them. And, you know, I work with a couple people like that. And, like, if men have it,
Normally they're like really weak men. Like they don't lift weights. They look like women. They have like a woman vibe to them. They're very skinny, scrawny. Like they don't eat enough fucking protein and shit. They don't do anything masculine. It's just a transitional phase that we've been dealing with. You know, Gen Z people are like this more or less likely. So I'm a millennial. I'm 35, and I look at this. I'm like, I've been through the emo phase, goth phase when I was really young in that, but I didn't really stick. But these people are like, there's a lot of people out there that are like that, super depressed, really fucked up in the head, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing in life. And so they try to establish stuff by instead of like lifting weights and getting bigger muscles as men, or just worry about, you know, their beauty as a woman and that, you know, makeup and shit like that. They get fucked with the tattoos. They trauma bomb themselves with all kinds of shit. Oh, my life's so bad, you know, because of this and that. They drink alcohol, smoke a lot of weed. It's kind of like a punk phase, basically. That's basically what it is, and it's just a transition. And honestly, to me, it's just a bunch of crazy ass fucking, you know, people. Honestly, I think they're, you know, unfortunately, lefties, crazy. They just want to say, you know, the world's so bad and all that stuff and that, but nothing's happening. Like, there's no war in that. They're all like, and they all hate Trump. They all hate Republicans. Like, oh, you can hate people and that, I guess. I don't believe in hating anyone. You're just different because your mind doesn't know anything, and if you don't know how that, like, the life works altogether and that, you're gonna judge. You know, life is pretty simple. Make money, stay healthy, and live life based upon what you enjoy. As long as you got money and that, you can pretty much do everything you want to do. You might have to work hard for it, but, you know, that's why you're healthy. And mental health, too. People don't do that much anymore. They're kind of like, I don't know. Because your parents don't do it. You see people on food stamps and that. You're thinking life should be easy. You're not born in anything easy. Life is nothing but hard work. Life becomes easier as you work harder. Just like me, I like lifting weights. You know, I lift weights to get stronger, which makes my life easier because I'm stronger. Just like making money in that. If I know how to make more money in that because I'm mentally stronger and physically stronger, then I can be able to deal with more problems and not be emotional fucking outlet like most people tend to be at work. And yell and scream and bitch and moan because the rewards are better when you just stop caring about what people think about you and just do your job and go home. You know, a little bit of complaining about stuff that's good, but when you're outright angry all the time and yelling and screaming at stuff and that, you can't get nothing done when you're constantly emoting. That's where this comes down to. There's a bunch of really overly emotional people in that trying to do something that people want to recognize them for. And most times people don't give a fuck because we don't care. I just want to make money and go home. I don't want to listen to you complaining about you think this person and think this, think that, think this, and I feel this and I feel that. But the thing is, you're not logical about it. None of the shit that you're saying makes sense because it's not true. Get people, you know, complain about how people talk to them, for instance, and they'll sit there and be like, well, they're talking negative towards me. You don't even know them, first of all, and second of all, people talk in all different ways. I don't need to talk to you in any which way. If I'm getting a product and I'm going to your work and I'm paying for a product, I'm saying, hey, you know, I want this, this, and this, and this. And then, you know, you go by the window and that just to say, or wherever you're at, and all of a sudden you hear the whispers of people like, why is that bitch got to talk like that? Yeah, that's a problem. That's an emotional issue with you. You're outbursting every little thing that happens to you because, well, you're fucking stupid. That's where knowledge comes in. The more knowledge you have and how to deal with the situation, you care less. You're like, oh, that person's going to be having a bad day. Like, that's literally how it works. Like, that's what I do all the time. I don't fucking get into shit like that. You know, so when you see people with these certain type of, like, piercings all over the fucking face and that, you know that you gotta be a trauma bomb fucking retard to destroy your natural looks to establish something to say, look at me, I'm fucked up in the head. Yeah, I can tell.
You got 1,500 piercings and you got fucking thousands of tattoos. Yeah, that sounds like you're fucked up in the head to me. I have no tattoos. I have no fucking piercings. And I just live life. And if you want to get piercings to that, yeah, that's cool, but fucking God, don't go overboard like the gauges and shit, all that crap and that. All you're doing is trying to make yourself look abnormal. And no one hires people like that. They're not going to hire you with 15,000 piercings. It just won't. There was this one girl, Lily, had tattoos all over her fucking face. And she had to put on a bunch of makeup just to go to fucking work. Like, why'd you get tattoos over your face? No one respects you. Like, no one cares. People care about how better you're getting, not how worse you're getting. People don't care about how bad people are. We care about how great people become. And yes, people that are bad do become good, but the problem with it is they want to stay bad because they think it's accomplishing anything. It's not accomplishing anything. It's not accomplishing anything. You're not. It's not going to work. And this is established that people tend to, fucking push themselves into. And unfortunately, that this is what I research. This is what I study, and I see it all the time. And like everywhere I go, and that, like if I go to the gym and that. And I see a girl with a tattoo, and they wear clothes to show off a tattoo, that tattoo means something to them, so they want you to notice it by having you look at it. And so what that means is that it's an emotional attachment to that fucking ink on your body and you think everybody should know what that emotional attachment is, what that trauma might be. And you want them to ask questions about how fucked up you are. No one does things unless they emote towards it. Your emotions are what you like attach your beliefs to. So, if you believe in something and you think that's right, whatever knowledge that you might have in life, you're going to do that something. So, like, I believe in God, I believe in Christ. I like reading the Bible and that off and on. That I know a little bit about, and I know the words that mean, a lot to me in that. So I walk around with that belief in me. So I start seeing how life is through that belief. Well, that's what it is with everything else. So how do you separate all these other truths that people want to believe in? Well, you look at how they're raised, you look at how intelligent they are. Most logical things, you can kind of get rid of a lot of, like 99% of the bullshit out there. If you're logically intelligent enough to say, that doesn't make sense, that's stupid. Like, why do you care about what people say when they're not even talking about you? Sounds like you got a attention issue. Well, yeah, that's what it is, most likely. Because humans revolve around giving each other attention. Not many humans want no attention. The only time humans don't want any attention at all is because they're super accomplished. But they still want a little bit of attention. Oh, they'll just give it to themselves. Most people like attention, especially women. Women are very emotionally unable to not want attention. They want more attention than guys do by far. That's why you see stuff on TikTok all the time. They're always like talking about why I can't find a man and shit. And if anyone talks to them and says maybe it's just you, they tend to freak out. And they're like, what the fuck? It's not me. I don't do nothing wrong. It's the way you are. You don't listen to men trying to get men. You listen to women trying to get men. And all women know how to get men is to suck dick and take it in the fucking ass. That's all women ever tell women how to get a man. Of course, these are the women that are fucking whores, obviously. That's all they know. See, all that you know, what you believe in is what you show. So, that's the point. Yo, what's up? And this is why, you got all these theories out there about why people are doing this, doing that. Well, it's the common denominator. People are always going to be like this. It's throughout history. This is, how life is. This
this passes down every 5 to 10 years. There's always a generational split where everybody's doing something different. That's just how it is. I'm talking about basically really like lefty people and that have the big ass nose industrial piercings. They're fucking schnauzers and shit. Because there's been a lot of talk about, septum rings and that in their nose and what the theory is behind it. And it's like all over on Google now that talk about the theory that you got, psychologists and, a whole bunch of people like talking about it and why they do the things that they do. And normally it comes down to that you're a narcissist, a control freak. You never want to admit that you're wrong, which is, what I always seem to talk about is pride, ego. And yeah, a lot of other people are talking about it, and it's getting fucking crazy. And like, basically, men are about to throw out the biggest warning sign ever. If a woman has a septum piercing, do not fucking even want to engage with them. And I say, if a woman does anything that's anything to do with narcotics at all, anything to do with weed, pillow popping, has tattoos, has all these things, that unless they can establish some type of like normalcy, not being a fucking crazy psychopath, like they made mistakes but they got over their mistakes, stay away from them. All men, just stay away from all these crazy bitches, all of them. Because I deal with these women that smoke weed, they drink, they're all trauma bombs. They all have issues. And their issues are so fucking stupid, more or less likely, but they never get over it. Because they're emotionally destroying themselves. Because they think complaining about something that happened to them instead of growing from it like you're supposed to, because learning never stops. But for some reason, people tend to stop learning at a certain age. And they establish this belief system that they can never do nothing wrong. And like, it happened with my ex. My ex was just like that. She was a little bit back and forth to that, but she was just like that. A narcissist, control freak, had a lot of issues in that, had a lot of trauma in that, and she bitched about her trauma 24/7, that bitched about her ex-husband that, divorced fucking 10 years ago and shit, and constantly bitched about it. And like, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, why do I even want to be with you? That's how you create fucking whores. You're no good for anything else other than the ass that you have because you're hard to deal with. This is why guys become players, banging chicks in their fucking late 20s and early 30s, because if they don't have a man before that, they're just nothing but an ass. Sorry to say, you're too much trauma. You got too much issues. If I talk to a girl now and they bring up their fucking ex, that's another thing. If a woman brings up their fucking ex and brings them up out of fucking nowhere, like, I don't care about that shit. The fucking just analyze the situation, be really smart about it, evidently, because not always it's bad. But that is a trauma trigger. If you say, why do you talk about your ex when you're not with them? Well, because it's like, okay, well, this situation has nothing to do with me. It seems like you're still having troubles with the ex that you broke up with like fucking 2 years ago, and you're still talking about it. Sounds like you didn't realize that you were at fault. You fucked up, and you can't admit to you fucking up. And one of the girls I work with, that, she brings up her ex constantly, and she has another boyfriend that she doesn't even fucking like, but she brings up her ex 24/7, all the damn time. If something triggers it, and she'll bring it up out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, my ex did this and did that. I'm like, okay, bitch, I don't fucking care about your stupid ass ex. Like, it sounds like you never admit that you fucked up. Like, that's your problem. You don't admit the shit. If you keep talking about how bad he is and how great you are, well, that's why you're a fucking retard. But yeah, that's how it is. Like it's like, dude, I have trauma too. Like I talk about my ex, and I think about the good times with her. I never think about the bad times with her, because I don't give a fuck about the bad times. That's what this is coming down to. No one wants to think about the good times. I say, if I told my ex about this, hey, why don't you just be happy with the things that you have. Just be happy. Easier said than done. I said, well, yeah, it's a fucking choice. You know, I'm happy because I love myself. You're not happy because you fucking hate yourself. Why do you hate yourself? Well, your boobs aren't big enough? Okay, well, that is a cultural thing. She always keep complaining about how small her boobs were. I'm like, your boobs are fine. Evidently, they're fine enough for you to get plowed by fucking 50 dudes, dumbass. Like, duh. Evidently, it's not like... Because you're always trying to compare yourself to other women. And that's another thing that I intentionally do. Like, men know how to compare themselves to other men. Like, if I see a guy with a fucking six-pack and all that shit, and he's ripped as fucking that, obviously I look at him like, okay, you know, that'd be nice to have. But I know realistically, dude, I'm probably taking a lot of fucking narcotics. Or probably taking narcotics too, but he's taking, you know, stuff to keep his body to maintain that low fat percentage and be that fucking big. You just don't see it in nature that much. And every time you doing that, normally they're pretty cool, you know. They talk about it and that. But that's what it is. These women out there want to get the big fat booties and that, big old titties and shit. They're like, guys like me because I look like a porn star. Well, you look like a porn star, but they don't want to be with you. They want to fuck you. That's it. So all these women like compare themselves, and I listen to this crap. And the mindset, there's no love. It's just, I want to take something from you and give you very little back. And I see it. It wasn't like this back in the 90s when I was growing up. Even early 2000s, that, like, no one really compared themselves to that much. Maybe every now and again you get someone saying all this and that, but like, it's becoming that now because people are online. That you got the 10%, 5% of society that constantly saying stupid shit, constantly complaining about certain things and that. And then the rest of society's got to fucking chum in on it and say you're fucking stupid. And then you get a whole bunch of logical, actual intelligent people, I would say like myself, that talk about it and make theories up about it and go logical sense with it. And it comes down to these people are just fucking stupid. Stupid people always do the dumbest shit. Oh, they're dumb, you know? Like, the victim mentality's through the fucking roof. Men are trying to chase girls around, which they never fucking did back then. I said the biggest thing that men need to worry about is survival, making money, getting in good shape, being healthy in that, and getting a structured life started. These guys are literally trying to be all thin boys and that. I see them all the time at the gym. And they worry about their fucking hair and shit like a bunch of fucking faggots. They're like, oh, look at hair now, go. And they see my big buff ass walk by. And I don't even have a fucking cap on. My hair's all fucked up and shit. And they're all like, oh my god. I was like, yeah, real men look like this. You know, this is how it works. That's it. You're all scrawny, skinny, your arms as big as my forearm and that. You all look fucking terrible. See, even when I was growing up in high school and that, everybody was normally pretty fucking jacked. They all worked out. They all had muscles and that. Yeah, there was a couple of, like, nerdy people that didn't work out and that, but they were nerds. It was different. Most people lifted weights and shit. Played sports. Play baseball, kickball, or whatever the fuck it is. Nowadays, they're all too busy taking pictures of each other and suck each other's fucking dicks off and shit. I literally see them look in the mirror and they like fluff their fucking hair up. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you pick up women. Where's all y'all bitches at? You got your man, gay man friend with you and that, which is probably straight, but doesn't matter now because he probably sucks his dick anyway. And they're all sitting there chumming together and that like a bunch of fucking pussies. And like I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that's what women don't like. They don't like emotional twat waffles like you. You're the last resort. You're the last resort. It's just so like it's all these feminine men. Like, well, I have to be emotional because women like that. Yeah, women like to talk about emotions, but that's not what they actually want to be with, though. Women don't want to be with themselves. I'll tell you right now. Most women fucking hate each other. They hate each other so much. If a good-looking dude walks in a room of 10, decently averagely hot girls in that, and they can all be friends, and that dude walks in, establish his masculinity, all 10 of those girls, if they're all single, are all going to try to get with that guy. Especially if he has fucking money. All 10 of those bitches would literally tear each other apart to get with that man. And all of them would probably more or less likely betray each other in some way or another. That's how women are. It's sad, but it's the honest truth. I mean, at least nowadays, so to speak. Nowadays, women are like that. And they bite each other's head off. Fuck, I see it happen at my job. One girl will try to I'll talk with her. We'll like slightly flirt with each other and that, like a little playful flirting bullshit, like have jokes and shit and whatever not. And the other girl, I've seen it multiple times. She'll get jealous and start getting really fucking upset and emotional and start like yelling for no reason. And I'll be sitting there like, we're just joking and that. Well, I don't like that you guys do that. Yeah, I can see why. Narcissist, I can see why. You can't control the fabric of fucking space and time, bitch. That's just how you are. And that's why you dated the man that you're dating. And he's fucking not even on the scale of 1 to 10 because he's that fucking disgusting. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a standing ovation for how fucking retarded that you are, okay? So, if I give you attention, cool. But don't sit there and get mad because you give someone else attention. It happened at my other job. The girl that I was working with was a narcissist. Not as bad as the other one, but she was, she was a little bit. I would literally talk with girls and that. And she would get so fucking jealous. And she would literally be all fucking piss and vinegar towards me. And she'd be like, why do you keep flirting around with all those girls and that? I kept telling her, like, well, first off, because I can. And second off, you're not mine. You're not my girlfriend. So what do you mean? We're not together. And she'd get all, like, upset about it a little bit and that. And then she eventually would just stop doing it. I said, right there's the problem. These women that are narcissists, they all think every guy wants to be with them. And I'm being dead serious. You got the gym TikToks and all these fucking things that girls will work out with cameras and that. Just because their ass is fat. They could be fucking looking like a pile of shit in the face. But because their ass is fat because they work out a lot, they'll really think every guy wants to fuck them. I said, because you believe that every guy wants to fuck you, it does not mean every guy wants to fuck you. I literally got this bald-headed gym goer girl. She was all jacked and shit. No, she had muscle detail and that. She was literally on TikTok. Had a camera on her. A dude was sitting right behind her. And she literally was assuming that this guy was literally trying to take a picture of her ass. I said, bitch, ass is all over the internet. Why does that guy have to take a picture of your ass? And first off, you're fucking ugly because you look like a damn troll. And you're sitting there saying this guy wants to check out your ass. And then what happened, it got so bad that they literally had to ban her from the gym because she was making up so much accusations about this man. And the man was just like, I was just looking at my fucking phone. It's like, yeah, I noticed you there, but I didn't care. Right there. That's how you know that you're a narcissist. Because you literally believe in stuff that doesn't make any sense. But you want to think that it makes sense. You literally make up your own reality everywhere you go. Like if I see someone look at me in the gym and I'm lifting weights, I'm getting all pumped up and shit, and I have a girl look at me, yeah, I'm going to notice that she's going to be somewhat attracted to me because she'll glance at me. Something about me that makes it interesting.
But I don't sit there and go on TikTok the next day. Like, oh my god, the girl's trying to sexualize me. She wants to suck my dick and that. And most guys don't do that. Most guys will be like, oh, that'd be kind of nice. You never hear guys ever talk like that. It's like, oh, blowjob during the gym sounds pretty good, you know? They got showers, you know? Why not? Hey, free blowjob. But that's the thing. Like, I had there's this one girl that I see every now and again that she has these size boobs and that, but her boobs always jiggle when she runs. And I always look at her, because her boobs are literally just bouncing all over the fucking place. And she's got a sports bra on, but she makes it loose enough to where her titties fucking jiggle when she runs. I said, woman, if your tits are that fucking jiggly, and you're getting mad because guys are looking at your fucking fat titties moving all over the place and that, maybe you should get something that keeps it a little tighter than that so your tits don't fucking jiggle. You know? Maybe. She was skinny, like had all this, you look good. But you don't want guys to look at you. Well, you should look at, well, maybe you shouldn't wear that shit. Guys are gonna look at you. It's called attraction. The more skin you show as a woman, the more attracted you become towards a man. So if you run around fucking naked, guys are going to want to fuck you all day long. If you run around with half nakedness, guys will think about fucking you. Run around with, like, clothes on, guys will most likely just think you're attractive. You see how it goes? Because all that shit's supposed to be in the fucking bedroom. You shouldn't be wearing stuff that shows off that much fucking skin. And they make it to where, what they say? They make it to where it's gym attire. Yeah, men don't wear that shit. Men don't walk around with fucking Speedos on, their fucking balls and dicks hanging out. Shit, you would go crazy seeing a bunch of big old cocks flopping out all over the place. Shit, these bitches go to the gym just to fucking stare at dick all damn day. The ones on the treadmills that don't really work out, they just look around all day. Yeah, you bitches. It was funny that because my dad actually talks about this, and he's older than that, you know. And he said the first gym that established women in gyms to try to coexist with women in that, you know, both genders in that. My dad would say, after we go to the gym and that, the locker room would always have naked guys. Naked guys walk around. They would see them walk through like the doorway and that. Every guy was fucking naked. They all showered together and shit. No one didn't give a fuck. And the girls would sit on a treadmill. There'd be like a group of them all the damn time. They would look in that mirror and look right into that doorway so I could see guys' dicks flopping around. And then one day the gym owner basically went in front of them and was just shaking his cock and balls in the mirror, and they're like, oh my god, why are you doing that? He's like, because you bitches, that's all you want. You want to stare at our cock and fucking balls. So he pulled up a little wall in front of it, and all the girls stopped fucking going to the gym because they couldn't stare at cock and balls. And I said, yeah, that's the point. So don't tell me this fucking bullshit. It's men doing it. It's not. I go to the gym to lift weights. If I see a nice ass, I look. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Is it nice? Yes. Women are the opposite of what men are. They want attention and affection, so they look for it. Men are not supposed to. Men are never supposed to look for attention and affection. That's why they lift weights and shit. That's why they do hobbies and that. They stay in the bro code shit. Exactly. They might as well not wear nothing at all. Like, men haven't changed that much in the last, 56 years. Some men are femboys and that. Yeah, that always been around. But women are getting more and more confident with life, and they're starting to show more and more skin. And they're trying to do this because they see a lot of these whores and, singers and that, rappers and all these fucking sluts online that literally get cheated on every fucking day, and they don't care. And they sit there, and they keep on doing this, and you start to see more of it. And then you got the whole feminist thing that kicks in too. the equal rights. I said, you know what? I got something. How about the men in us? The men in tights? The men... How about we make up this fucking bullshit, guys? How about we say, I want equal rights to what women do? They don't work half the time. I wish I could have a fucking period and sit there and cramp up and not do nothing all damn day for a whole week. Fuck, I get a whole week off? A whole week I get to sit there and not do nothing? That's fucking great. I wish I could do that. I wish I could get upset and complain about my fucking life and then have a man do all the work for me now because I'm overly emotional because I ain't had my chocolate for that day. Wow, I wish I could have that as a woman. I want to have equal rights? Okay, well, let's fucking have equal rights then. I want all the rights that you fucking have. Get paid more for less work. Fuck yeah, let's do that shit. Let's have a big old switcheroo. Have you work way more and get paid the same amount as I do when I have to work less. Hate to say it though, that's what I see. Every time there's a oh my god feeling at my job or any job I work at, I have to fucking sit there and work. So they can sit there and have their little complaint session. They go to the little therapy box. They're like, oh, my life's so bad for me. I said, life's bad for you, bitch, because you're fucking stupid. Okay? It's just the name of the game. You're just dumb, okay? Get back to work. But my feelings. Your point? You're not worried about your feelings. You're trying to make money. That's the reason why. My feelings. Okay, cool. So you get paid the same amount as I do. You make the same amount of hours I do. But you don't work fucking, say, 30% of the fucking time. Because my feelings. And some women are a lot better than others. Some women actually do their fucking job. But the ones that have that big old freshest feminist bullshit going on with them, they tend to, well, I can't work because I'm fucking mad because I'm trauma bombed all the damn time. Not even joking you. Let me give you a scenario. One of the girls I work with that, she's cool. She's cool. I can't say she's a bad person. But when she fucking gets frustrated, my God, it's temper tantrum fucking city. And it's not even just me. It's almost everybody that works with this person. And I don't tolerate it because I just fucking ignore her or I walk the fuck away. Or I tell her you don't need to yell at me. Try to like give feedback like you need to stop getting mad. Because you're fucking stupid and you're at work. What are you getting mad for? These orders won't stop. I have to smoke my weed. That's truth. I don't know how many people work with people that say, I stuck my cigarette in that because I just can't handle it. What the fuck? Are you serious? Are you that stressed out for doing basic fucking labor? Like, did you not graduate anything? Did you just walk out of high school like, hey guys, like a fucking moron? I know people that have mental disabilities that have more courage and they're more stable than you are. Like, yes, is this person getting better now? Yeah, because finally the person got disciplined. Okay, so it all comes down to what? Discipline. Your temper tantrum like a fucking child, and finally Big Daddy comes in and says, hey, listen here, bitch. Stop doing that. You're going to lose your job. Okay. And now it kind of slowly disappears. So that's all to do with discipline. These people are like children. Temper tantrums. And these people are older. They're like in their fucking 20s. Temper tantrum. I know sometimes people don't grow up a specific way. Sometimes people never get disciplined at all. I used to be a temper tantrum bitch for a while. And now it took me a while to break out of it because I was a bitch. Now I understand. Sometimes you just gotta do stuff to survive. And survival's easy for you now because you don't do nothing, you're spoiled. What happens? You're a temper tantrum bitch. Why do you think all these rich kids out there, they're all crybabies in that. They temper tantrum over everything. That's cool if you get mad over certain things. Awesome, but if it's like a constant eruption, because someone said, hey, how you doing? Oh my God, you're talking to me. just emoting with everything and anything just to be like, look at me. Like, not even the first week I started working at my job. One of the girls there literally fucking went absolutely ape shit on a guy and didn't have all the evidence, didn't have any evidence at all what was going on, had a brief little bit of information about it. Because there's a group of kids, there was 2 young men sitting all the very far back of my place. And 2 other guys that were fucking assholes, they took one of the orders and gave it to the kids. Because they thought, evidently, the kids that were sitting all the way in the back corner thought it was theirs. They didn't look at it. They started eating in that, you know, like, okay. And then, so, the young lady that was sitting there, you know, she was, you know, up front in that. She saw them on a camera and that and thought, you know, all this shit and that. And so she confronted them. And how crazy people confront people, it's nothing but yelling. And she said, why'd you guys steal that stuff? And he's like, we didn't steal it. Someone gave it to us. Oh, I saw you on the camera and that you stole it, blah, 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 blah. And the guy's like, what do you mean? It's like, there's 2 people that identified that it was people there. And so I walked up there and that, and no one else did it. The manager was just sitting there, and no one else was doing anything. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, guys? You're letting this woman work when she literally was yelling, screaming, and threatening a fucking customer, harassing him. All you had to do is call the cops. Like, yeah, there's this crazy fucking bitch at Taco Bell that's harassing me. I'm pressing charges. And they would have fucking arrested her and took her to fucking jail. All because of, well, miscommunication over something fucking stupid. And then, so I chimed in on, I put my hand out, I walked out to the guys and that, I said, just stop. As I say in my mind, I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch, you're fucking retarded. So I went out there, I talked to the guys, and I said, what's going on, bro? It's like, I'm not mad at you now, she's just fucking, I said, she's basically, you know, she's a crazy person, man. No one should be yelling at anybody like that. And so they explained to me that. And I sat there, you know, I'm like, okay, I can understand that. But I was like, yeah, I promise you, man. It's like, we don't even know the guys. We see them we go to school with them, but they're not like our friends and that. They just gave us something that we thought was ours. I'm like, okay, you know, I can understand that. And they were being really peaceful with me in that. I went back in the back and I tried to explain to her. I was like, well, I talked to them that. They said some other guy gave them some stuff and that. And she literally went ape shit on me in a way. She started this fucking get emotional over everything, and no one did tell her to shut up. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, I saw them do that. It's like, they said someone else gave them something. I'm like, so it wasn't even them that came up there and took it. So he's like, well, I don't care. That's how boys are. And I'm little like, no, it's because you don't fucking listen. You just want a temper tantrum. You don't want to listen at all, so that's your problem. And she started getting mad at me and that, and no one said anything. I said, are you fucking kidding me? So I went to the other side that, we had 2 sides. She was on the other side with the manager and that. Of course, they're feminist women and they all agree with each other. Stupid shit. I said, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, really? It's like, I'm about ready to fucking leave and walk out. Like, this is ridiculous. I will literally quit my fucking job right now. And, like, the other lady that was trying to, like, she didn't know what the fuck to do. Like, she was just as bad. And she was sitting there, like, you know, don't be so emotional or something. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You literally are a fucking manager, bitch. You literally let this woman scream and yell at a customer and that. And you didn't say, hey, bitch, you're fired. Get the fuck out. That's full-on harassment. Like, are you fucking retarded? And she started harassing me for trying to talk to her. And you let her have a job? Are you fucking retarded? No wonder no one wants to fucking work here. Y'all a bunch of fucking pussies. Maybe because you need to get some masculine fucking gigantic nuts in this fucking place to settle the difference, because everybody here is all flamboyant as fuck. No one has a backbone in this fucking bitch. And so as we started working more together and that,
finally I started to get stuff to sink in. And finally we started talking more about it and that. And finally I started doing stuff and that. I started talking about it in depth to almost everybody that I worked with in that about this situation. Finally, management started actually getting involved with it, and now stuff's actually happening. It took fucking like 2 to 3 fucking months for this shit to happen. And I said, yeah, because I established a front, because I, big nut fucking man, had to control a situation, because you crazy bitches don't know how to control anything. And that's kind of where it came down to. Because I start putting down a front, I said, this is fucking ridiculous. These people should be fired immediately. I don't give a fuck you don't have people who work for this place. This is the most unconventional workplace I've ever fucking been in. First off, I'm walking in, and as soon as anything happens, like a fucking a fart can happen in the other room. Some of these women fucking just get an outrage over really stupid shit. I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's like you need to be tranquilized and put in a fucking animal hospital or put in an animal cage because you're fucking stupid. Like, how fucking dumb are you? This is full on how it went. It's fucking retarded. But every time I work with the guys, there's a huge difference. Some days I work with all dudes, and it's peaceful. We just work, we joke, we have fun in that, and we don't get too emotional. But when I work with just women, and normally it's just these women, they get an uproar over everything. And finally the other one's starting to calm down. Because she puts her trauma, right? She wears her trauma like a fucking armor and that. Because she can't make good decisions in life, so she just fucking outbursts and lies herself. Whatever, don't give a fuck in that. So she's starting to calm down. And the other one's starting to calm down too. Because their jobs are at jeopardy. And I'm saying, you're not bad people, but you can't fucking get mad and start emoting every fucking thing that you feel. Your feelings are supposed to be a controlled mechanism. It's like a pathway, a doorway. You open it up a little bit, you let a little bit in, and you make sure it's good, more or less bad. Because if you let your feelings wide open, first off, you're the most unbearable person ever. You can't fucking work. No one wants to work with you. Hey, puppies. Hey, babies. Oh, I got all my puppies. What are you guys doing? What? No, later. So all coming down to these theories out there and that I notice. For some reason, men can smoke weed, get tattoos, and get fucking stuff done with them, and they don't get emotionally tormented as much. Women, since they're more sensitive to the whole feeling things that, and I also think they're just less logical in some senses. Some of them are not, but you know, the ones I see are fucking just stupid, but they wear their emotions very, very heavily, and they think everyone should understand them. I said, there's something to understand. Because I talked to someone that had this trauma shit, and they'll talk for hours. And you know what it comes down to, why they talk like that? Because they're trying to convince themselves that they did nothing wrong. And so they always talk about how bad that man was, or how bad my relationship was. You know what I say? About my ex? Yeah, wasn't for her being angry and being kind of a narcissist. She was a really good fucking woman. I wish she was more into, you know, being loving and caring that. She has it, but she chooses not to use that because she's a narcissist. And she had great qualities to her. She was very attractive. I liked the way her eyes looked. Her ass was fat. She had nice boobs and that. She was very skinny and that. She was very attractive. But she was a narcissist. And it literally just made everything eventually come down to that anger came out of nowhere. And it's basically all the same shit. Spontaneous eruptions because you make bad choices in life. You can't get over anything. Even talking to them like a fucking therapist never works. Because therapy is for feelings to be looked at and not being solved. That's all therapy normally is. A therapist knows that.
These women just want to be talked to and say you're right. No, you're fucking wrong. That's the problem is. Same thing with narcissist men. But narcissist men normally keep to themselves. They tend not to fucking care. And you attract who you are. You know, like me, I try to attract very positive, attractive women. Like full-blown hotties, I've always have. Other men attract their level of fucking women. You know? And some women are fucking very, very desperate and they'll attract really fucking shitty men. Same thing with other men. Men that are very feminine, men, very emotional, very like easy to like outburst and shit. Babies, basically. They attract motherly, narcissist fucking men. Or women. Well, both actually. But women. And so this is the combo of how things work with females and men. Like I established now a more masculine front, and I don't get into narcissist women. They attract to me like flies on shit. Because I'm attractive. Because I got a prettiness to me. Maybe because my face structure is pretty or something, and they attract to that. Well, that's everybody, so it's not just you. But they're the ones that are more or less likely to spread their legs faster. They don't try to like throw out like being nice and being respectful and trying to like lure me in. They're literally right to the front of saying, yeah, I'll suck your dick. What? Because my ex gave me an explanation about this. She was like, oh my god, this celebrity guy, I'm a guy, have him fuck me. I'm like, why? I asked her why. It's like, because he's hot. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with sex? Like, you literally are that's a status thing. You want to say, yeah, I fucked that guy. What the fuck does that sex have to do with anything? And she told me, she's like, what, you don't think like that? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I see plenty of gorgeous women. But women, hot women are all over the place. Good looking, hot, six-pack dudes are very hard to fucking find. Like, buffed out, fucking, muscle-head fucking dudes are the hardest people to find. When you go outside? Okay, stay. 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 Okay. Come on. Stay away from the skunks, Zoe. Go pee and poop. Skunks and shit. I always spray the fuck in her face and that because she's a fucking idiot dog. And there's so many explanations. Like almost every place I worked at, like when I was at White Castles, and I literally had a lot of narcs. Just my bad. And like, and sometimes they're men. Like I literally have made. They just splurt out like how their boobs look and that. Like it came down to that. I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, the chick was fucking hot. I ain't gonna lie. She was very, very attractive, like borderline, like gorgeous. Like you told someone else about it, that person confronted this snap mode, like trying to hide it. I and what happened with me and her? She said a similar thing to me. We were fucking around that, and I was rubbing on her hips, and I was getting really sexual with her off camera. Zoe. And like, she sat there and she stayed that. She's like, oh my god, I'm like putty in your hands. So when I really look at it from this standpoint, security thing, like, for some reason, when women get really fucking aroused over a man, they literally give in to their emotions 100%. Not even joking you. Not saying all women do this, but the one. They will not give a fuck. They don't care if they cheat. And get their ass into that. That's a form of cheating. And they always fight. So, get in there. Go. Come on, turd buckets. I have all these explanations for all this shit, and like, I have so much like things that I've been through in that in the last 10 years to explain how women honestly work in real life and that. And like, a lot of them they really don't care. If they think that you're hot as a man, their minds literally go fucking blank. They literally don't care. They can have a boyfriend, have a husband and that. If they're at work, this is why women should stay at home and not work. That's one example why. Or they have to work with other women. They can't work with men because they will always try to get with a man that's more attractive than the man they have. Or just someone new. And I'm dead fucking serious. And it's so annoying. Because I cannot work in an environment that's literally a bunch of lying fucking biatches sitting there and making up shit, even though they said all this sexual shit towards me, and then all of a sudden they back it out. I didn't see that stuff, and you literally were just talking about it, like literally, like what the fuck. And it came down to you never want to admit to it. It's fucking insane. It's so insane. It kind of hurts my brain sometimes. Full-on committed married women or full-on committed women with boyfriends and that. If they think someone's attractive, they do not give a fuck. They do not care. They will try to get that person, and they will try. Put on lipstick, put on makeup and that. They'll try everything in their fucking power to get that man to fuck them. And I'm being dead fucking serious. I see it more and more, and it's getting to the point where it's like, why we like this? What it comes down to, that's why women are not supposed to fucking work with men. Like, ugly men, they can just, they're ugly. No one wants a fucking ugly person. But if someone's attractive and they're attracted to them, and borderline, they just like, wow, you're hot. They don't think. They just open legs and say, shh, don't tell anyone, just fuck me because I want you to tear my ass up. And for a man like me that's very honorable in that situation, I can't never bang someone that has a boyfriend. I can't even bang someone that's single because I don't look at it from that perspective. I tried it multiple times and I just can't fucking go through with it. And I had plenty of whores in my life and that came around, want to do stuff with me and that, and it just doesn't work for me. Because I don't see it from that perspective. And like, to me, it's just fucking ignorance. I don't want to treat any woman like a whore because you're not deserving to be treated like that. You deserve to be treated like someone that is peaceful and lovely and beautiful, and that's honorable. And nowadays, it's less and less honorable. And like, I have another girl that I work with, that and obviously I look at these like perspectives, and that the eyes always tell the truth of attraction, so to speak. And like this, like I'll work with this girl, and I've noticed it with the side of my eye that she'll always like glance at me. She'll look at me. She'll look how big my arms are. She'll look at fucking how thick my back is and how big my shoulders are, and that because you can see it because I lift a lot of weights and that, and you can just tell because most shirts are rather tight on me, for instance. I have to wear like extra large shirts, if not XXL shirts, because I'm getting bigger and that, and stuff's starting to show a little more. If I wear a large shirt, all my muscles bulge out, and I look rather fucking big. And women attract to power, so and they attracted to attraction of like face structures and that, depending on your face structure and that. And they don't stop looking. They want it. They crave it. If I can see a good-looking girl in that, I look at her and I'm like, oh, you're pretty in that. If I don't care, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then it comes this obsession. Because that girl that, like, gets a little bit of attention in that, and she's like, oh, my God, does he really like me in that? And they'll literally, one of them actually, like, she stopped working with us in that. I was attracted to her. She had a nice body in that. I mean, for what I've known that, she had a nice body in that. Her ass was nice. And she's very, pretty in that. I mean, she had acne in that, but I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't care about that stuff in that. No, man, that's just a diet change. You change your diet out, you de-stress yourself, your acne goes away normally. And, like, she came out of nowhere, and she's like, and she was up front, and I thought it was kind of nice in that. And she's like, oh, I can't tell, like, say, like, hey, Cody's like, and she called out my name. She's like, oh, hey, I can't just say, hey, you're really handsome and all that stuff and that, because that'd be sexual harassment. I said, how's that sexual harassment complimenting someone? That's not sexual harassment. Telling someone that they're attractive is not harassment at all. Because you can't define harassment by words, really. You can't just say, unless you're all, like, specific, like you talk sexually. Like, you say someone's beautiful or attractive, you can't, there's nothing to establish harassment with. And I told her, like, you can say that. And I was like, I don't care. And she, like, looked at me, and I was like, I don't fucking mind. I'm thinking in my head, yeah, I know I am, because I get this shit a lot. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. And, like, it was very obviously she was trying to pick up on me in that. And I was like, okay, that's cool now, It's like, you look good. You got a nice round ass and that, I saw her bend over a couple times and that, because I'm just like sitting there, walk around, and all of a sudden a chick bends over right in front of me, and I look at her butt a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay. Seen so much ass in my life, and like, yeah, okay. I don't know, whatever. Don't care. Doesn't surprise me anymore, basically. But I started to get really attracted to this girl, and then she fucking left. I wanted to ask her out, but I couldn't, because she left on me after she said that. Like 2 days later, she left. I wasn't really working with her. Like, well, fuck, that sucks. I bet you if I asked one of the girls, they'd be like, hey, that one girl used to work here and that? I don't know what her name is. I don't remember her name, but I remember the way she looked. They would never, they'd be like, oh, she's a boyfriend. They would instantly just be very, very narcissist. Like, why? She's ain't that attractive. Like, well, I guess what? It doesn't matter what you think. Hate to say it, because you're a woman, I'm a man. I choose a woman I want to be with. Okay, that's just how it is. Attractive, hot guys flock thousands of women towards them. Tens of thousands of women towards them in their lifetime. Because women flock towards attractive, strong men. That's just how it is. Period. If a guy works out a lot in that, he gets big muscle and shit, he starts looking that part in their fantasy. Yeah. The guy can act, that's how you become a player.
You're playing that girl's fantasy. That's what a player is. It's like playing a fucking game. That's what you're doing. You're playing their game, their fantasy. That's what a player is. And when you play that game with them, access the pussy gets really fucking easy. And sometimes it's so easy, you don't even have to play the fucking game. You could be a novice and be like, "You're really hot. You want to fuck me?" Huh? It's like, well, really? Like, shove your dong in my mouth right now. I mean, do I have to give you money or something? Like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. That happened to me like twice in my life. I talked to a girl on Facebook and I was talking around that. The girl thought I was cute in that. She was a hoe. She came over the next day. Hot as fuck, honestly. She was very hot. And she wanted to fucking suck me off. She wanted to fuck me. She wanted to sit on me. She had a big round ass and that. She was really attractive, honestly. And I'm just like, I don't even know you now. It's like, well, I don't go out with lover boys and that. I'm like, lover boys? I'm like, that's kind of the whole point of being with someone is to love someone. That's why I started to notice, like, holy shit, these people are fucking retarded. And I'm like, really? And I try to talk about it. It's like, I don't even know you now. It's not saying I don't want to do anything. It's like, no, I can't do nothing with you because you're a lover boy. And I said, well, that's because you're not giving into your emotions like you're supposed to. And when you get someone that has that type of vibe to them, that wants to love you and care for you, you backlash. And you don't want it. Yeah, not even joking. Next day she came over and I want to fuck me now. I'm like, what the fuck, are you serious? It's like Toys R Us. For whores. Whores are us. You go in there, you know, you just pick whatever you want to pick and you say, I want that one. Like, here you go, you can have her for a couple of days. Yes. It's basically what it is. Online shit's ridiculous. Like, if I post a picture of me, like, I'm getting bulky now, and I finally can get my fat down to a percentage where I start to show abs and shit, I can post a picture on Facebook, and I bet you that shit will fly off, like, off the fucking handles. They'd be like, fucking, like, a whole bunch of fucking bitches, and like, wow, you're so hot and attractive, and I didn't know you were that hot. I get bitches from high school, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll swallow your load, or whatever fucking dumb shit it is. And it'd be like all these fucking girls and that. It's just how it works. It's so stupid. And guys literally do this all the time. They put fake pictures of like really attractive looking men. They look like they have money and that. Most likely they don't. They're just having fucking photo op bullshit pictures. And like they'll get hundreds of girls. Wow, you're hot and oh my god, I want to be with you and that. And it's like it's a big old fucking like conniving hive of women attacking one dude. And then we gotta ask yourself, why is it like that? It's like, well, you know, since online came something that women essentially just look for the hottest fucking dude they can find. They settle for less because they can't get the super hot dude in that they want. So they'll settle for less, but they're not actually being with that person. And that's what's sad. And that's what it is. They don't. So like, when it comes down to that, like for me now, I would never go for a girl that's 8 or 9 or 10, which they don't exist. That's just a fucking gimmick. Number sky. I think if you're just above average, which average nowadays is like most girls are skinny and not perky butts. Above average is like maybe have big boobs or something like that, because most girls have small boobs and ass. They just have all ass and no tits. So I'm like, okay, big boobs. Maybe a nice face. I don't know. I don't even care about that shit, but it's just like, how do I regulate it? And then, okay, so then you scale from sexuality. How attractive I am to you. Can I get it up and do the thing with you? Reproductiveness. That's one scale. Then you do a personality scale. Personality scale really determines how on average someone might be, honestly. Their attraction can be through the roof, but if their personality shit, their personality obviously dips down pretty fucking far. the scale drops. So if someone's a woman's a 7 and that, got that perfect fucking body and that, the tits and all that good stuff and that. If her personality sucks, she's a narcissist, that shit drops down to like a 4. It's always a below average thing. Like, I'll take an average looking woman with a great personality and that, then I'll take a fucking hot woman with a shitty personality. Cause I can't fuck your personality. What was that one thing? So I can't fuck your emotions. Yeah, I can't bang your emotions. I can't bang you. Like, your emotions have nothing to do with what's going on. Sorry, it's just this is how all guys think this way. Especially guys that have a decent amount of experience. No, we went through our tournament. I went through my tournament in that, and honestly, I'm way more experienced with a woman than I've ever been my whole entire life. I have to say it. They're not that hard to get. You don't even have to do much. If a woman's desperate enough for attention, that she knows that she's just a fucking whore, and you can tell because she brags about body counts and shit, she will spread her legs very quickly for you. You don't even have to fucking try. You just have to look for the signs. Like, women throw out lots of signs, and that's what they're good for, because they want you to chase them. But sometimes confident women will chase you. If they want that dick, they'll chase. And they do. A lot. It becomes very, very, like, noticeable. Number one, when a woman tries really hard to look good, she puts on more makeup. She puts on a lot of makeup that does the lipstick and that. They're trying to make their face look more attractive. Yeah, they don't do that to be like, I'm going to work. No, they do that because they're trying to attract someone. Like a little bit of foundation, that, but when some women don't wear makeup at all, like they do a little bit of like oil stuff and that, like antibacterial crap for their face and that, so they don't break out and that, whatever it is. Maybe a slight bit of rub-on foundation shit. When they kick on, they should put on lipstick and shit. Yeah, they're 100% trying to attract someone. And that's how you also know that your woman's cheating. Because they'll also say this. I'm like, why are you wearing makeup to work? You're just working. Well, I want to look good, you know. It's like, you know, I'm working with seeing people and stuff and that, like. But you're working. You're not trying to impress anyone. And they'll say, well, I'm just trying to be comfortable in that, but you never did that shit before. Like, put on lip gloss and shit, like, try to moisturize your lips and that. Yeah, your lips be more shiny, but doing your eyebrows and shit and doing all that crap and that before you go to work, yeah, you're trying to get a dude attracted to you. That's just how it works. That's how I noticed that my ex was basically cheating on me. She would always wear, before she never would wear a lot of makeup, then she started wearing more and more makeup. And I started noticing that she was looking for another dude. Because she would talk about all the dudes that she like was saying that she wasn't attracted to, but she was. And it just came to the point like, I already know that you're fucking gonna cheat on me, bitch. Like, it's very obvious you're just a fucking whore. Oh, I'm sorry to say. Now, I try to make a good one out of you in that, but you're just a whore. Whores are no match for relationships. Because that's not your deal. And you specifically told me that up front. I tried to make it better for you. It almost worked, but you didn't care. Good learning experience. And there's no 100% dedication. It's not a relationship. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. None of that shit. If your woman's not 100% dedicated to you and she's looking at other dudes and shit, more or less likely, talk to her about it and say, hey, stop looking at other dudes and that. It's like, whoa. It's because if you're not full on attracted to the man that you're with and she's trying to look for other dudes, why do you think women shouldn't be out without a male escort and shit? Because they emotionally do that shit a lot. And people say, well, that's just being mean and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, why do you think Muslim women can't go out on their own? Because Muslim men know how women work. I mean, yeah, they might be a different culture in that, but they don't do that because women are susceptible to bad things faster than men are. Men can control the entities a little bit more.
And that's what it is. I'm saying that completely up front. Men control demon entities a lot better. They fight against it easier. Women are susceptible to the entities a lot more. They don't know how to fight against it because the father evidently gives man more power to deal with this shit. That's why when they get a woman, they help lead that woman to salvation more. That's why women do on their own that. Boss babe women, what happens to them? No marriage, no kids, they're fucking miserable, they got cats and dogs, and they fucking hate life. And they don't know how to do it. They get with the man, they're all like, well, let's get married now. Like, you're like 34 years old, I'm not getting married to you. It's like, why not? Because marriage is supposed to be family, and family's supposed to be kids. If you're marrying me, then you want something else. You want a status. You're supposed to marry to have kids. You could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, never get fucking married. Marriage is for people that want to reproduce. That's what marriage is supposed to stand for, is a union to make more babies. It's a love union with God to have more kids that reproduce more. Like, you're not supposed to marry a woman that doesn't want to have children. That's fucking pointless. And these women get mad. Because one of the things my ex talked about, she's like, 5 years from now, I'm planning on getting married again. I'm like, 5 years from now, bitch, you'll be almost 40. What? Oh, why in the world would anyone want to marry you when you can't even keep a relationship stable? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You live in fantasy land. This is what your life's like. Yeah, big wet fucking fart. And I probably shat myself, but that's okay. It was worth it. I don't know. The nose ring theory is just fucking hilarious. It's just a bunch of crazy ass bitches. It's always the women that do it. I don't know what it is. Men don't have that sort of thing. Women do. And it just proves the point that women can't handle emotional output of anything as much as men. And women lie to other women about shit. That's a huge problem. And they have a lot of these like funny ass, like cool ass women out there that are like actual like smart with actual logic. And they're all like, there was this one skit I watched. It was one girl that like does two different cuts of herself. And she's sitting at a desk and it cuts and it shows a teacher. It's like, what do you rate this woman? It's like a big old fat obese woman. And then it cuts back to the girl at the desk, which is the same woman that does the skit. He says, oh, she's a 9 or a 10. It cuts back to the other woman that's like, what if that was you? Saying, like, what if you were that fat? And she'd be like, wait a minute, you think I'm fat? That literally sums up how women are. They lie to themselves because of feelings. And a logical sense comes in. If a logical one comes in, yeah, you're just fucking fat, bitch. Oh my gosh, you think I'm fat? Like, yeah, you're fucking fat. That's what fat means. It means fat. Biatch, you're fat. Like, guys and that, like, you're just fat, bro. You just gotta lose weight. Guys will immediately say that. They'll be like, oh, it's like, you're not looking that bad. Like, nah, motherfucker, you're a fat pig. You fat, fatty fat. Like, you're a fat ass. Fucking lose weight. Stop eating shit. You're a fucking man. You're supposed to be strong and embrace and not fat and fucking fat. Like, why the fuck do you want to be fat for? Have a little bit of pudge in that, like myself, because I'm bulking up and that. Cool, but my God, these motherfuckers are like, they walk around, they can't even see their fucking feet. And their stomachs hang out so far, they literally got like 3-4 inches of stomach. I'm like, what the fuck? And they eat like fucking all kinds of shit food in that. Ding dongs and hoes. They eat no protein
and a fuckload of sugary carbs. I said, well, that's what your problem is. Your body's not recovering. You're just stocking in fats, and you're not. It's just carbs and sugars. If you really start eating more protein, that your body would actually lose weight. You would actually drop weight. Stop drinking soda. It's all about valve movements. All these dudes have fucking horrible valve movements. Like, they can't even fucking shit right. They sit on the toilet for like 30 fucking minutes trying to let out a turd. And they like, oh man, my stomach hurts. Yeah, because you got shit build up, bro. You probably have a fucking month or two worth of shit build up. And your body's trying to tell you, stop fucking eating, you fat son of a bitch. Oh, I need to go to the doctor. And no, you just need probiotics and need to fast for a couple of days. Your body will literally shit everything out. I had the same problem. That's how I know. I literally would sit there and I don't eat much carbs and sugar anymore. All my stuff, if I do eat carbs and that, it's simple carbs that I know I can digest. Like, I'm been eating waffles and they digest really well with me. I've been eating just like potatoes do really good. Rice does really good. If I want anything sweet, I'll eat a fucking cheesecake. I don't eat any candy now. I'll eat some popcorn. Because popcorn is actually really good for your digestive tract. You know, I don't eat fucking all Skittles and shit anymore. I just don't eat them anymore. If I want something really fucking good, I just eat a fucking cheesecake. And cheesecake's fucking phenomenal. I'm like, or donuts. I'll eat donuts. Like, but I don't eat all the damn time. These people like eat this shit every single damn day. And they wonder why their stomach fucking hurts. Yeah, you eat like a fucking horse of shit. Like, the thing is, we're so unhealthy as a country now. We have no, like, rules saying, like, laws saying, like, yeah, we need to get rid of all this sugary shit and that. Like, other countries do this shit. The other countries are way more skinnier than us in that and way more active than us in that. They work harder than that. Well, because they eat normal fucking food. They have a style of food that they eat, and they eat it. Like, you go to Italy now. What do Italy people do? They eat actual fucking noodles that's not sprayed with all this fucking acid and shit that actually makes you fucking not digest it. They actually eat actual carbs. Damn, I'm feeling really fucking good. That protein's working really fucking good. I feel like I got caffeine in me. Damn, I'm all energetic as fuck. My muscles fucking hurt, but that's okay. If I were to eat me some more muscle for you, might eat me a big old like pound of meat. Saute with some taco seasoning with olive oil. I gotta have olive oil with every fucking meal. Olive oil is a golden thing to have with every meal. It helps your skin out and it helps you shit really fucking good. Like, really fucking good. Like, I'll go on the toilet and that, not even like a minute later. I'm just like, I'm done. Unless it's a really big one, my asshole feels really weird. But, no, it's health. You know, you gotta learn that shit, how your body works. But yeah. Every morning I do the same thing. I have a caffeine beverage. People say if you have coffee in that, you wait like 2 hours in that, you're gonna shit. That's what you want to do. You don't want to eat right when you wake up because your body's not actually awake. You want to wait a couple hours in that, move around a little bit, get your heart rate up, and that your stomach will start activating because it's just starting to use, you know, calories. Best way to do it. Anyway, I'm getting the fuck off on that. I'm gonna go watch some shit and that, make more food. Deuces and God bless and fuck these crazy bitches. See ya.